good. Eat good, and it's not hard. It's not hard. Your brain is functioning all day long. But man, if I stopped at noon and had a fucking pizza and then try to do a podcast, I'd be here like going, "Oh, is this done yet? I need to sleep."
What's up, guys? Fardeen here from wolfofphysique.com, and today we're going to talk about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. So I get a lot of questions on Instagram. Do I have to cut carbs? Are carbs bad? I still don't understand why people still don't get this, and that is exactly why I'm going to make this video. Because I want to help you out. And if you appreciate that, subscribe and like the video. Because I love you all. So before I start, what are carbohydrates exactly? Well, carbohydrates are for short carbs. Carbohydrates, or for short carbs, are a source of energy for your body. Sugars, starch, and fiber are carbohydrates in our diet. And carbohydrates provide 4 calories per gram. And there are different kind of foods that contain a large number of carbohydrates. And those are, for example, bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, fruit, and dairy. And there are also plenty of less healthy carbohydrate sources. Think of cookies, chips, soft drinks. Who doesn't like that shit? Let's get cooked out! So most of these unhealthy sources are really easy to overconsume. And the unhealthy sources are cookies, alright? It's not like the bread or fruit. That's not necessarily unhealthy. So the unhealthy sources are really easy to overconsume. And not necessarily because of the carbohydrate content, but due to the combination of the fat and carbs, which makes it hyperpalatable. So delicious. So a hyperpalatable food is where the synergy between components of the food, such as fat, salt, sugar, are combined. And carbohydrates makes it tastier than it would otherwise be. So just think about the combination of these 3 things. It's delicious. Think about pizza. Everyone likes pizza, right? If you don't, you're weird. So let's have a brief history about carbs. Where did the idea come from that carbs are the enemy? Carbs will kill you. Carbs will not kill you. Carbs will make you fat. You can't burn fat if you eat carbs. Blah de blah de blah. Well, carbohydrates have gained an unfair reputation largely because of the reasoning carbohydrates release insulin. And insulin is a fat storage hormone. It is a fact that insulin is an anabolic hormone that can stop direct fat burning, but only because it sends your body a signal to stop burning fat after a meal. The reason your body does this is so the nutrients from the meal are used for energy rather than your body's fat stores. You know what I mean? So I also told this many times on my YouTube channel already and other articles. Link in my bio for the articles. I have a lot of articles on my website. So if you like reading, read it. And if you like listening to me, to my beautiful voice, keep listening. So I told this sentence many times. You can only gain fat if you're in a surplus of calories. Shocker. Many fitness influencers have done a great job at debunking all these rumors. But now it seems carbs are getting over-admired as well. Enough people in the gym that are lifting weights for a living just cannot work out with some pre-workout carbohydrates. Sounds familiar? Enough influencers and personal trainers will claim you need carbs before your workouts, or else your hormones and performance will tank rapidly. However, the truth is, unless you're a top athlete in sports where you burn a lot of calories, your carbohydrate needs just aren't that high in most circumstances. So how do we actually create energy from carbohydrates? It makes no difference to your body composition whether a carbohydrate is simple or complex. Unlike other people think, they think it really does matter a lot, but whether it is high or low glycemic, simple carbohydrates provide energy quickly and do so much faster than complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are carbohydrates that release energy to the body more slowly. So after digestion, the carbohydrates mainly enter the blood as glucose, and glucose is then quickly absorbed by the muscle tissues as an energy source. And another part of the glucose is stored as stock in the liver and muscles. Only the total amount of carbohydrates in your diet matter. So the total calories in from carbohydrates. So bottom line, the carbohydrates you eat will end up as glucose before it reaches the bloodstream or any organ beyond the liver and muscles. So glucose is the main fuel for energy production for us humans. Also fat, but glucose as well. So the idea is that you need carb because your brain needs glucose to function, right? So the big question, do you need carbohydrates? Well, your brain needs glucose to function. However, glucose does not have to enter via carbohydrates. Whoa. Your body can create glucose by other pathways. That is why carbohydrates are often labeled as like a non-essential nutrient in the scientific community. The meaning of gluconeogenesis is a process in which the liver produces glucose from fats or protein, also broken down into amino acids. So gluco refers to glucose, neo to new, and genesis to the formation and production. So gluconeogenesis literally means the new formation of glucose. So this process mainly occurs when blood sugar levels drop, and glycogen is the stored form of glucose. However, only because carbohydrates from itself are non-essential does not mean it is optimal to not consume carbs. So there are plenty of reasons to make carbohydrates part of your diet. For example, carbohydrates help replenish your glycogen stores, so the storage of carbs inside of the muscle, which will make you look bigger. So like your muscle is pushing more against skin, so you look more shredded, you get better pumps. So carbohydrates are not the enemy. You can benefit from them. They're stored in your muscles as muscle glycogen, and that's a very good fuel source for certain sports and activities. So yeah, guys, that was it. Carbs are not the enemy, so don't treat them like that. That's not very nice. You know what I mean? And yeah, life is short, you know, enjoy it. And yeah, don't worry too much about it, you know. And for one-on-one online coaching, hit the link down below in my description. Like the video, subscribe. Love all you guys. Much love. Bye bye.